Let's see if I can figure out. Hey, anyone who decides to join us today. We decided that we needed to unpack our truck from a week ago. So, and Doug is watching Rick eat a muffin. And so that's why he's barking at the moment. I can see if I can find my channel here. Oh, there we go. So I can actually look at this and comment to anybody who actually is on there too. Yay, I see myself. So hi. So
sorry, I have to sit back.
That's okay. So a week and a half, a little over a week ago, you're gonna have to finish that muffin. A little over a week ago, Rick and I did a 3-day trip to upstate New York to garage sales, estate sales, and on the Sunday we went to 2 different big flea markets, and then came back home. And then once we got home on Monday, it literally turned into time for both of us to get a terrible summer cold. It's not COVID. We double tested that it wasn't. It's not COVID. It literally was a summer cold.
Mr. Doug, what are you barking at?
He's barking at your muffin. He sees this muffin.
Yes,
and he wants part of the muffin. So anyway, we thought
we want to put him in the house.
You want me to put him in the house?
Yes, put him in the house. Say goodbye to Mr.
Come here,
Doug.
Come here.
Goodbye, Mr. Doug. Goodbye. Go see Craig. Go. Good boy. Mr. Doug loves muffins. Oh, hey. How are you? He might, but Craig is just putting Mr. Doug in the house because Mr. Doug wants my muffin.
So, as I said, we just thought we'd actually unpack our truck. I don't know if Rick's taken a photo of that.
No, I have not.
So that's our minivan out here. And I don't even remember half the stuff we actually ended up picking up. So I'm going to unpack that stuff, bring it in here, and show you some of the stuff that we picked up on a typical estate sale weekend.
Carl has joined, and so has Diana.
Hey, Diana. Hey, Carl.
Diana loves your shirt.
Yes, Doug. Thanks, Diana.
Your volume is on.
Is it?
Well,
There, I'll take my volume.
heard
There. It's not my volume, it's Doug's volume. Doug.
Close the door.
I don't know if that's going to work.
No.
Well, here comes Doug again.
Mr.
You
Doug
and
in
your
his
muffin
hunt.
Anyway, I honestly don't even remember half the stuff that we may end up picking
I
up here.
remember all of it.
I'll show you one of the things that's already away, which is this giant Christmas tree. That's the first thing we picked up on the entire thing, and it was actually only $5. It's like a 2-foot Christmas tree, 2.5-foot Christmas tree.
It's all one piece. It's not the tiered one that has multiple pieces. It's gorgeous.
Hey, Janet. And so it was just one of the things, but it's quite large, and so I've already put it away. We have to get a new base, or light base for it, so that's okay. The rest of the stuff is just a mixture, and again, I don't even know if I'll remember what half the stuff that we bought. Picked this up at a garage sale. Originally $4. I ended up paying $2 for it because it was the end of the day on a Saturday. It's cute. It's not vintage, but it is Pioneer Woman, which is a good brand to pick up.
It reminds me of you. You're
I'm
a Pioneer Woman. Sure.
Okay. It's in, again, great shape. Looks like it's actually never been used. So this is probably going to end up going for us into a max sold auction. So we're doing the combination as usual. Something may go into max sold, something may go onto eBay first. This I found actually at, I think this was actually at a Value Village for like $1.99. And I love the look of it, obviously. It is actually retro, vintage. It is actually a company called Minerware, and it's actually an old pineapple juice thing. And they actually sell for, it's really light too, so it'll be really easy to pack. These sell for between $25 to $35, so thought I had to grab that. Doug. This lamp Rick wrapped, I don't even remember where, but we loved the style of it. I think it was how much, Rick? Do you know?
It was like $8. It was
$8?
super cheap.
I don't even remember again. Where we picked it up? Estate sale, garage sale, flea
It
market?
was a garage sale. It was on the back of the table behind a bunch of other stuff. And the guy said he couldn't remember what kind of shade it had. He thought it was a cool lamp, but he couldn't find a shade for it.
Always look for teak. This was $2 at someone's garage sale, and the back of it had what I love on it, the teak label on the back.
That's a little lazy Susan.
Yeah, these actually go really well for us on both eBay, Etsy, and in our max sold auctions. The teak does really, really well. So I'm not sure which one that's going to go in. There is a big bag here, and I'm like, I don't know what half this stuff is. I honestly have no clue. I don't remember buying it. Okay, now I know what that is. This was a set Rick didn't want me to buy. This was a little set of these guys. Salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. A little mustard set.
Oh, there's a spoon for mustard.
Oh, that's sitting. Yeah, that's actually in here too.
Little teeny tiny spoon.
Teeny tiny spoon. And the reason Rick didn't want me to pick it up was because this one piece, the vinegar, has a little chip on the top of it. It was $12 for the set. The stamps are still on the bottom of a couple of the pieces, which say Relco, Relco Japan,
Yeah.
which is known for a lot more of its anthropomorphic type stuff. But I thought the set was really cute. We ended up paying $10 for it instead of $12, even with the chip on it. I haven't looked it up yet. We might end up piecing it out, or we might just leave it the way it is. The next thing we picked up was actually a set. We got this for 12 or 10, and it is a drink set, a glass set. Now, the reason we picked up one is these things are getting harder and harder to find for people, especially as a display piece. Sorry, Doug.
It's fine. He's.
No, it's because your muffin is still there.
I can't finish eating it because I
I
can't.
know. I'm gonna have to
it.
take your muffin away
Okay.
because that's all he's focusing
There
on.
goes my muffin,
There goes
and there
my
goes Doug. Doug loves blueberry muffins. He can have it because blueberries are good for dogs.
I just lost a finger.
Uh-oh. What did you give him? What did you give him? Did you give him the rest of my muffin?
No, I gave him a tiny piece of your muffin.
Oh, okay.
Again, these are really getting harder and harder to find. This was actually at a flea market, and it was $15 for all. And what it was I'm not as impressed with the glasses, but this is the glasses that came in. It came with a set of 6. The 6 glasses are all inside here.
It's like autumn leaves.
I'll probably sell the glasses separate, and we'll probably put them in a max sold. We do quite well locally with them. We also do okay with some of them on Etsy, so we might look at it there. But I mainly got that to split apart because this is something I'm probably going to put on eBay on its own. The interesting thing about it is there's actually napkin holders on both sides, and you don't normally see that when you're looking at something like that. You actually just see the 6
Actually,
pieces
the
themselves.
one on the one side looks almost like it's for coasters.
Actually, one maybe for coasters and
It's got the 2 little.
one for
napkins.
napkins.
Cool.
So,
Paper,
interesting
paper
thing.
coasters, paper napkins.
So that was $12 for everything. So I'm sure we'll split it up and be able to make some good money on that. I'm gonna pop this back down into here as I go to box number 2 and go, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh yeah. Then there was this thing that I bought at somebody's garage sale, and I know nothing about it at all. And I paid like $3 for it, I think.
It's pewter, isn't it?
It's the weirdest. It's like a mold. It says on the back, it's country wear products with Armatel metal. Will not. So it's some kind of mold. But what I don't understand is what it is a mold of. Because it's chicken feet, like birds walking all over these pieces, and a flower. I don't get how these things belong together. I did not look this up when we bought it. I just took it as part of some stuff that I picked up from this guy, and
Carl says it's a big piece for pewter.
is it pewter?
It's some type of metal.
Armatale metal. Superior heat and cold retention. I have no idea what Armatale is. A-R-M-E tail. And it still's got the little dust bunnies on the bottom. Ew, ew, ew. Ew, I touched dust bunnies.
Flavor. They have extra flavor.
Box number 2. I love this. This was something Rick did not want me to pick up.
There's a lot of stuff I don't like.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. But this was $4, and it is Haskellite. So these are like these sort of plasticky things. Now it's not. It's been torn apart in a few places, but it wasn't. And it was bought at probably at a Value Village. But the reason I liked it was because of this. That is why I bought it.
I thought that was a book cover. You didn't open that up for me. I would have said yes.
So that I picked up for basically the one piece. The others I don't.
Pioneer woman stuff.
I don't know what we'll do with the others. I think I'll have to. I'm gonna swap in. Well, I'll swap it in with the Armadale. Cross stitch. $1. This was from a guy who actually. I don't even know. That's not from. This was from. Oh, this is from the 18-year-old Hell House. So we went to a house, and it the people that were there were a mom, a dad, their kids, and it was actually her mother's house, and they had not been in the house for 18 years. And in the 18 years, did you just drop a ball in here? You did. You did. You had to put a ball underneath.
Yes, Mr. Doug. Mr. Doug.
Right here. Right there.
Life with Doug.
18 years, they had not been in the house.
Here, look at these little guys, aren't they cute?
And so we went in it. I have some other film I'm going to show you. I'll put together a little sort of 3 or 4 minute view of exactly what it was. This was stuff that was inside their house. This is a set of like the Rubbermaid kind of it's not melamine, it's the plastic kind. There's actually 2 sets of this stuff. This was the house, if you looked on our Facebook post, we actually talked about the sewing kit. Like the knitting machine, and all of the knitting machine stuff. Well, this was from that place with the knitting machine and the knitting machine stuff. So I'm just gonna wrap these guys up and tuck them away, just so that we don't break anybody.
Just seeing if I can get that. Oh, there we go.
Normally we do a little bit better when we're sorting this out, but I never thought about doing a show like this, so I don't know how messy it's gonna be. It's gonna be, I'm gonna take it all out and put it all back together.
Oh, there we go.
Lose that there. There's a few other things I think that are from there that are in this box. I'm looking at this going, I don't even know. Oh, that's musty.
Okay, put it back in box.
Oh, musty. Musty doll stuff and some Band-Aids. No.
It's more musty doll stuff.
More musty.
Jeez, I can smell that from here. Okay, close that up and put it away, please.
Musty doll stuff.
I don't want to start coughing or sneezing. That's going to go in the ozone machine.
That's going to go in something. I have no idea what it's...
Food. Food, Nelly.
Oh, that is strong, isn't it? I can pop these guys away. This is it's just little paper from Paper Magic. It's Tales from the Crypt guy. It's $1.48, but I'll probably sell them for like $30 because Tales from the Crypt stuff does really, really well. This is other stuff. I don't know where we got part of this. This looks like, I think this was one of the estate sales. Yeah, this is one of the estate sales we went to. I just grabbed this stuff, not really looking at it or knowing much about any of it. Mainly because it was like $2 for a bag of mixed things. Rick found that, which is always good to find those.
Yes, I like these little tea bag holders.
This was so that was, I think they gave that to you for $1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
This was a chess set, and I don't know if the price is on it. Oh, there. It said 12 on it, and we actually ended up getting it for 8. But it's an old set that actually sells for in the neighborhood of 50 to 75. And we've actually done good when we've had these complete sets. A digital watch that cost $1, and it originally had the price tag on the back of it of $2.98. This is the bag full of just vintage Easter stuff and Christmas stuff. And again, I don't even know what half the stuff is inside here. Was $2. And then this is a Pillsbury Christmas or circus party set, and most of it is still unpunched.
There's nothing on this side.
No, well then that wouldn't make a lot of sense to show. There, most of it's unpunched stuff on there. So again, we have to do a little bit of a dig into that. But I like paper. As I've always said, you always keep a lookout for paper, especially if it's cheap. In this case, that was pretty cheap.
I'm not doing a great job holding the camera.
Aren't
It's
you?
shaking all over the place.
Well,
Forgive the wobbliness. It's like the
Do you have
Zapruder
a-
film.
Do you have a stand you can put it on?
No.
No.
No, I do not. Well, I could bring the stand from upstairs, but then it would be like right in your face.
No. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what some of the rest of this stuff is, because again, I don't remember the things when you don't remember what you bought.
That's the joy of it.
It's
isn't
like
it?
thrifting all over again. Oh, this was from that one guy's garage. The guy who we got the Christmas tree from. We went back and
Watch out for the bubbles.
picked up this. It is actually Tropic Treasures by Ceramicraft in San Clemente, California. There's the stamp on the back of it. And it is this fabulous little guy. And
It's a black angel.
when we picked it up, we didn't even know. He goes, well, don't forget the bubbles. And there's actually ceramic bubbles that came with it. And he charged us a whole $2 for that. Thank you, Doug. He was a whole $2 for this little guy. So I think that's going to be a really good thing, probably for Etsy, but it could be on eBay as well.
Diana's impressed we got the bubbles.
I literally did not even notice them until he said, don't forget the bubbles. So I'm glad he did mention to us.
So clearly his wife had it up on the wall.
It was his mother.
His mother?
Yeah.
How old was his mother? Jeez.
Well, I don't know, but that's where we also bought the Nativity set that you didn't want me to pick up, which is in the car. So I'll see what else is in here, see if I can do a quickie from the side. This is some other stuff we got at his sale. So brass.
You'll have to come closer than that.
2 brass deer.
$4 for the pair. Opus.
Opus. A painted. Well, this is actually from the Savers. A paint-it-yourself calico cat. And I think these were from his mother as well. This is a set of little Christmas choir boys. And you know how much Rick loves his little choir boys.
Do they have the evil eyes?
I did not look at the eyes. I just leave them in there for that. So this is also a pillow speaker, which I thought was really wild. And this Fire King. Now we actually have the base that goes with this Fire King dish. as well. Rick did not want me to buy that one either.
No, the choir boys are not candles, they're porcelain. Diana's
Yes.
asking if they're candles.
No, I think they're porcelain. And then at another garage sale, you always look for the West German made nutcrackers. And this is one right here. You've got still got its little.
I think that has writing on the bottom too.
Well, the writing is saying that, like, Merry Christmas or something like that. And as a nutcracker.
Well, it says a year on it, so.
Yeah. Love, boss. The best you always. To you always, 1993. So, the best you always. So that's those couple of boxes. I'm gonna go, I don't wanna hurt the fish, so I'm gonna go put the fish in here.
Okay.
Where I can't hurt the fish.
Yeah, so it would be bad if Craig hurt the fish, wouldn't it be?
Or the bubbles.
Not the bubbles!
So, that's part 1 and 2. I'm gonna grab a couple of the other things and bring them in to show you. So that we're not doing this for too long, but to give you an idea, so this is how broad of a mixture of things that we actually end up looking for when we're there. So out to the car I go.
If I had music that I could play, I would play it, but I do not. There he is, digging up the car. And I'm stuck sitting here, so I can't help him open the door.
So on the Saturday, we had not found anything. And I was really mad because I got Rick up early and we're out 8:30 in the morning, and at 11 o'clock, I had not found a thing. Not one thing.
It was a sad Greg.
Sad Greg. And so I said, we have to find something. And so the next sale we pulled up to, I said, okay, I'm going to find something at this sale. Little did I know, this is what we would find at that sale. This is an entire box, you can stand up, right, of Fire King mugs. And other than this one set, which they had on their table, which was $10 for the set, I picked that up and I thought, well, that's all I'm going to get. And then I walked further back and they had a tub filled with all of these, from the harder to find barrel Fire King ones to plain white. They're all Fire King. They need some cleaning.
Touch them, feel them, milk glass, according to Carl.
Huh?
Touch them, feel them, milk glass.
And some are a little more interesting, like that one. I think there's another one in here that's got another image on it. But this entire batch was $1 per glass. And we actually got it for, like, I think we saved like $3 on the whole batch because we bought all of this together. And another reseller was right there, actually the same time as us. And I said, I'm taking all of this. And he was like, oh, I was just going to go get it all. So
Hello, Adrian.
that kind of made a bit of that made the Saturday. And then from there, we actually ended up finding the Hell House, the house that had not been used for 18 years. And bought a few things in that. And we went back to a garage sale that on the Friday I saw a Nativity set that Rick did not want me to buy. I'm going to go grab that from the car right now.
Yes, it's riveting watching Craig walk to the car. It's better than me droning on and on and on, not knowing what to say. Believe me, I'm saving you from endless boredom.
So on the Friday, we always talk about looking at stuff, and sometimes Carl, you actually helped us with this, considering some of this stuff as well. Is there stuff that we might have thought about and gone, no, that's That's got to be too cheap. I'm not sure. It looks kind of cheap or anything like that. And Rick's big comment on this was, "Hey Lisa, just saw you joined us." Rick's comment on this was, "This looks really cheap," and this was the only thing that was out on the Friday was this, and I just noticed that little chip on that, but this was all that was out there on the Friday. And Rick said, "I don't like it. It's white. It says on the bottom, made in China. I don't think we should get it." I'm like, okay. Well, I did do one thing when I looked it up, which was before I left, I checked to see what it was. And it was a set that actually says on the side, where does it say? Right here. Made expressly for the Bon Ton, which is a store in the US. Well, it just so happened that this set, this nativity set, this individual set of jade animals sells for $50 of the porcelain animals. Jesus, baby Joseph, Mary sell for $75 to $100. The set actually sold for over $400.
What?
Back on the Saturday, right after we picked up the Fire King, I thought, we're going to go grab this. Hopefully they'll still have this.
Can you remember where the sale was?
And we were trying to remember. We remembered where the sale was, and we went back, and these were still there. They were in the box. The nice thing was there's 2 sets of these jade animals, and the other set is actually still sealed. So the horns on the cow, bull, aren't broken. So what I'll do with this set, which has the broken ones, I'll split out and sell the camel and the ass separately. And then these other ones we'll think about putting together and see how much it would cost for us to ship as a whole. But the whole set I got for $25. So yes, $25 for all the nativity things. There's 6 boxes of these.
Yes, and the crush.
And the crash, which is a big.
Adrian says he cannot hear me.
You can't hear who?
The microphone is on the other side.
It doesn't matter if you can hear me. I'm the one chatting right now. No,
I'm boring, anyways.
Hey, Nelly.
Yes, Doug.
Oh, I see there. So that was a good buy. And again, Rick did not want me to pick that up. So this has to do a little checking. Again, some of the guy said his mother didn't even display these. Well, we know she at least dropped the cow. But that cow could have been broken on the Saturday or the Friday because everything was piled in a box and the cow was sitting up here. So somebody probably dropped the cow on Saturday.
Don't have a cow, man.
Don't have a cow. Now, one of the other big ones, and this is the other thing we found, this was on, what is this? This is just a bag full of bags. So this is when we go away, we plan ourselves with paper so that we got stuff that we can wrap everything in. Let's throw that aside.
He's gone back out to the car. Can you hear me, Adrian? I was saying how boring I am. I'm not a good narrator. This is Craig in the wild, at his best, digging through things in the car. And then I stopped talking.
And this was our big find from
Clarence.
the Sunday. So we went through the flea market, and when we had gone through the flea market, on arrival, I saw somebody who had these figures all sitting in a couple of tubs. I didn't bother asking how much any of them were, but they were all brand new. They're the 1990s version of the G.I. Joes that came out. So it was when G.I. Joe got reissued by Kid Dimension, 1993.
Yeah, these sales were all in upstate New York.
So none of these are out of their boxes. And I looked at the batch of them and I said, no, and I walked away. And I did, I walked away, Doug. I know, you think, why would I walk? Well, I walked away. And like there are, I think there's practically every single, these are all different outfit. take a look at all this stuff. Plus, all of these. And there's, again, doll after doll after doll. And on top of that, there are these big arsenal sets that are there as well.
Barbie has tea sets. G.I. Joe has
arsenals.
sets.
Barbie has tea sets. G.I. Joe has arsenal sets. So when I looked at these, I asked how much were these, and the woman was there and she said, "Oh, damn it! Of course, my husband just left." I was like, "Okay, well, can you find it?" Because we were literally just about to leave, and what ended up happening is the husband. She called the husband. He came back, and I said, "Well, how much are these?" And he looked at them and he said, "Those big arsenal sets, $7. The Joes in the boxes, $5. And the these things with the accessories." And I went, "Okay, how much for everything?" And so there's about 15 of these pieces, 3 of these. So 3 of these alone would have been $21 at his price. 15 of these at $2 would have been another $30. So that's like $50 already. And there are like, I think 7, 8, 9, 10 of these guys at $5 a piece, which would be another $50. So it's like $100. He just looked and said, "How about $60, Doug? How about $60 for everything?" And I said, "Sold." So we just took it all in. I have to look these up. It has been, I used to see these, used to sell these, and back when they first came out, back in the 90s at toy shows. So this is going to be really interesting whether they go in, these may go in a max sold because they're larger, harder to pack. These guys may go specifically onto eBay because they're easier. They can go into a lot of cases into like a pizza box type thing. But we've got to do a lot of looking up on these, which will be fun because then I can see if this $2, which ended like, let's call it a $1 piece, is worth to me $10. I'm hoping to flip this whole 6. Did you throw your ball at me? Is that why you're barking at me? That this whole $60 purchase here, I'm hoping to flip for at least $400 to $500. So, woo! Adrian said he has that 12-inch rock and roll and gung ho and dress blues. Yeah, Diana, we're the same. Garage sales have sucked in our area, which is why we actually do the travel for the garage sales. We're going to be traveling again potentially this coming weekend and then Labor Day weekend as well, because upstate New York has got some amazing garage sales in it. I've got other boxes out there. Let's see, what time was it? I'll do one more box and see what it is that we got in that, because again, I don't remember, and we just had to unpack the car. Because we did our max sold today, we had a max sold pickup today, we finally got room behind me to actually put stuff, so that's one of the other reasons. So what else did we find?
He stopped talking when the door closed, so. La 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 la. I have nothing to say. Oh, I heard a giggle. I think he's trying to figure out which box to bring in. Oh, I know what he's bringing in. He's not going to be able to open the door. Or is he? Oh, he got it. Yay, you made it.
2 other things. These are not typical things that we would ever buy. 1, this Tasco was in a Goodwill that I almost didn't even go to. It is a Tasco telescope. It is complete inside here. It doesn't actually look like it's been used, does it, Rick?
Nope.
And it cost a whole $10.39. It literally had just rolled out. It was on that cart. I looked it up, and one of these had sold for, I think, $200. So this is a $10 buy that's going into our max sold, because there's no way we want to actually ship something like that.
Yeah, that would be over the
Size and
dimension,
yeah, it'd be over everything.
It would have so many surcharges.
Hey,
It
Holly.
wouldn't be worth it.
But wait, but wait, there's more. Okay, so this is some weird stuff. This is the base for that Fire King thing
Yes, that was from an estate sale.
that we showed you before. This is actually from that same house that we bought the big Christmas tree and the nativity set in. This was on the Saturday, and this is, I have no idea, again, something I don't normally buy, but I had to pick this up. It's a set of cutlery that is like brand spanking new.
It's so shiny.
It's weird too. One of the things that I noticed about it was they actually taped a penny
Yes.
inside here.
That is a superstition. You give knives as a gift, you have to include money with the knife.
I did not know that.
Otherwise, you will get bad luck.
Okay, well, they don't care then about
Yeah,
bad luck with this set.
Diana said that's for luck. It's an old superstition. There's probably a penny somewhere in the box.
And so again, these were 2 sets, and he sold me each set for $3 a set. And again, I have to look them up. I don't normally sell cutlery or anything along those lines. Something else that we don't normally sell, but we just had to get because they just were so damn hilarious. It's meow meow and bunny. Now, why the heck would we pick these up? This is Buttons. Buttons plays What's New Pussycat. They're musical.
Is it the Tom Jones version?
They were only $6 a piece. And I actually did look these up, and normally bisque dolls don't do much. In this case, because they're the cats and the bunny, they actually do sell, and they sell for anywhere between $50 and $100. So, much to Rick's chagrin, we picked up 2 kitties and a bunny as part of our buy. And the last thing I'll show you that we picked up was this, which I thought was great.
Somebody's asking what the brand name is on it.
It's Gebel.
Goble?
And the artist is, there it is, here. Betty Bell.
Okay.
And this is Miss Azalea Bunnyworth. Ms. Azalea Bunnyworth. And this is Holly Bell. And they're musical. I didn't even realize they were musical. But last but not least, it'll end on something that's much I'm more familiar with in general, but not familiar with this at all. This was from an estate sale as well. And if you take a look at this, you would not know, but this is actually a vintage Disney Thumper. It does not look like Thumper at all from Bambi.
Why is Thumper red?
I know. It is gunned.
Is it Thumper from the Upside Down?
No, and he's in amazing shape. But I love this face because it's like a solid, it's not plastic.
Is it rubber?
No, it's like a
Is it
cloth.
vinyl?
Like there's actually a cloth feel to it. Like it's plastic that's got something put over top of it. Hey, Joy. Sunburn Thumper. I don't know what, it's like, but they didn't notice what it was. And so they said, $2. And I'm like, okay, I will take a Walt Disney Productions Thumper by Gunn Manufacturing in New York City any day of the week. And he's still got his little tail. But it's just such a neat face.
It doesn't feel like foam, Diana.
It feels like cardboard almost, like a hard cardboard. So again, I haven't looked that up. A lot of times some of this stuff I don't necessarily look up. If I try and take a gut feel on something like that. That's what I did on this. On these guys, the cats, I obviously didn't want to take a gut feel on them because I actually had to get Rick to come out of the car. And because I said, I want you to come and see something I found. And he was like, oh, okay, and then I showed him the solds. And he was like, okay, go ahead, get it. I still got 3 boxes worth of stuff in the back there that I got to go through. But the sun is going down. The Doug is saying, take me for a walk because I have to poop. The Rick is saying, let's go for a walk, but
no,
he has
I'm
to
saying
poop.
I want to finish my muffin.
He wa-
Adrian Betts just Googled Thumper.
Over $1,000? Huh?
No.
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 That would be a great way to end something. But yeah, so a bunch of stuff. We spent probably over the course of the weekend about, I think, a total of about $400 to $500. Wasn't a lot more than that. A lot of the stuff you see was $5, $2, $10. The biggest buy was the $60 for all of the G.I. Joes and the $30 for all of the Fire King. We have 2 or 3 other ceramic Christmas trees that are in the car still.
Another nativity set.
We have another nativity set. We have other stuff in a very heavy box that I don't even remember, so there's probably more china and porcelain in it. And there's actually a couple of things in there that I don't even know what it is. I got an Irwin, it's made by Irwin, 1960s little dollhouse, but it's not for Trolls, it's not for Dawn. I don't even know who it is, so I'm going to have to put a picture of that up on either Google Images or I'm going to have to put it up on a Facebook group to say, somebody help me and tell me what is this for.
We'll post it to our group.
We can post it to our group as well. So, but this is our last weekend of garage, estate, and flea market finds. Hopefully you just had a little fun watching us unload all this stuff. Hey Sherry, I didn't notice you were there. And we will be doing this again sometime in the near future, especially if we have a good weekend coming up this weekend. Again, we're off on Tuesdays for our live hall passes until September. We're taking a little break from that. But now I got to reorganize this, and I got to take Doug for a walk because I think that I'm going to get prairie dogging happening to Doug anytime soon. And look up my little red bunny.
Yes,
thanks so much for joining us. Thank you, good Doug, for being on the other side here, even if it is shaky.
It's like the Zapruder film.
That's okay. It was a impromptu live. Next time we do one, we'll maybe set a thing up so it doesn't move. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Bad Doug out of here. Have a great Sunday, everyone.
Bye.